Welcome back into the workshop. Now, this is a matter of back to the future or forward to the past, not too sure which, but I have the dust extraction up and working, pretty much, and pretty much reverted to the original design, actually. By the time I started looking at just me sit down here, by the time I actually inclined the sides of this, the top part here, and looked at how I was going to hold it and the two sides and how I was going to have this flat piece in here, I thought, yeah, why am I doing this to myself? Went back to the original design, made it a bit wider because I watched one of the YouTubers do something, and I thought, I don't think he actually commented what he did, but I saw him do something. I'm going, here, hang on a minute. And what I think he's done is he's actually fitted the box between these points here. They're the holes that the higher fence, the pins, the dowels fit into. And he made it look like he made it fit in between. I thought, if that's what he's doing, what a good idea. So, well done him. What was his channel's name? I can't remember, but I think it was like Ring something. And I watched a couple of his videos because he's got the same saw, and he came up with a very similar approach and a couple of things, and he made his box, his plenum, with the holes on the side, but he had a slightly smaller hole, I think possibly 60 millimeters, but I've got 90 millimeters because I want to keep it as open as possible as far as the airflow goes and see how we go. I did a quick test on the the blade pickup part of it, and I stuck a wee vacuum cleaner on it, and I've got to say the result was inconclusive, which is very, very surprising. So I might have to have a little bit more of a look at that, because I can't see why it wasn't either yes it works or no it doesn't. But yeah, so I've gone back to just having it hooked up to the main system, which for all intents and purposes is working and is more convenient for me anyway. And I think that by the time I get the stronger dust extractor on it, well, it'll be as good, if not better, obviously. But yeah, I'm not too certain whether the improvement too has been with those holes at the top, like I had in the old one. Those holes in the top, don't know. Effectively a zero tolerance slot there, you could say. So it takes away some of the openness of this slot. So that might help as well, keeping the air and any chip or dust coming off of the tooth trapped underneath and hopefully being picked up in the back there. There might be a case for chamfering some of the internals on this. I'll show you on the old one. As is there, it's got no, it's just a square cut, and I'm wondering whether chamfering that off might be beneficial. I did note a little bit of detritus, some stuff in the corner here when I switched it off, but I've actually got a hole in this side as well, which I'm going to have to come up with a better way of sealing it off than that, on the off chance that I want to put the port on the other side. Can't see why that would be necessary at all, but that's what I've done. So yeah, I've tried to keep it small as possible, the area inside the box, made it the same distance between the surfaces there, 35 millimeters. There's no science in that measurement, by the way. There was just 35 millimeters, and it kind of looks okay. Looks nice and low, so that once I take the clamp off of it, which is not ideal either, as it turns out, just because of where now that I've got a hole there, yeah, I can't push down on it with my clamp. How inconvenient. Can't lift it up because the clamp doesn't accommodate that sort of range. What else? Didn't make it as any deeper. I've seen a couple that made them quite deeper and higher. I don't know how that works for them, because it really can actually affect the boot that's on the dust pickup part of the blade. So if it's too much higher, it's going to flatten it out and basically choke the pickup point. So that's fine for me. Yeah, and I didn't go deeper because I wanted to keep it as compact. You can just take the clamp off and then lift it up, and you can actually move it out from underneath the blade. Be it that I've got these fences on, which remember we're packed up by another 18 millimeters, losing a little bit of capacity, but as it's a 12-inch blade or 305mm blade, I've got a little bit of capacity that I can fiddle with in that department, besides which I can take those off and cut stuff without it. Yeah, going to definitely have to get a flexi connector for this, because this is just a pain in the butt to use. It really is. Every time I move the motor station, I have to do something to that to make it fit again. So that's a bit of a nuisance. Already occupying the wee shelves that I've put there. Just extracted some of the stuff that was up there, which was kind of handy, but a bit of a pain. You go to reach forward to get something and you bang them and the tools fall off. This sort of thing is just absolutely spot on for that use, but that too will be getting a wee bit of a rationalisation. Yeah, like those magnetic bars, they're quite well priced. Get them at the local, same places I get the pipe work actually. Yeah, quite well priced. Other words, not expensive. It's nice being able to stand at a workbench. But look at it already. It's only been there a couple of hours and it's already got crap on it. So I better start getting a little bit more organised. That hole saw I used to cut the holes in that plenum for the dust extraction. And when I was using them, I had to go over from one side of the... Let's swing around. Oh, man, that must make you nauseous. I went from there where I store them, that yellow and black container, to there, and then had to go back and then there because I used the wrong attachment. So all that is actually annoying. So the logical place would be to put some of the stuff underneath there. So the hole saw's very likely going to wind up in there and or up here. The and or is less attractive because it's handy, I suppose. So I suppose it is it's quite a good idea. At least here, when you're not using them, they're tucked up out of the way. But all the backwards and forwards was like, ugh. And especially when I'm still trying to get round the flaming pieces and tools that are lying on the floor. Okay, so yeah, good. Doubt that's going to stay there. I don't know how handy that's going to be. Kind of fits in okay. So at this stage, it's staying until such time as I get annoyed with it, and I will find another place for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's working okay. Should I get a new one and increase the CFMs now? I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off. It is actually working quite well. So, yeah. Come to grips with the layout, and if it's wanting in any other area other than that part there. Yeah. To be fair, I could show you, but I've already shown you in a previous video. It's about the same effectiveness as this, which is probably logical because it's almost identical. As I say, it's only a little bit longer. So you cut, so long as you're not just banging it out, it extracts most of the custom wood. I'm going to give it a 95% extraction. You know, it's arbitrary, pretty subjective, that sort of figure. But yeah, flexi pipe. I've already said that, need that. The one I've got there is quite a stiff one and reasonably short. I've got another one in the storage out the back there, quite a bit longer and a lot more flexible. But I'm loath to cut that longer one. I might pop down to the local machine shop and see what they've got. They might have what would it be, a metre? But no, I need it a little bit longer in case I move it out. Oh, hang on. There's the point. It's more likely that I'll cut there. This is a diary entry to myself. It's more likely that I will be cutting in this general position, so I don't need a long flexi pipe there. But it would be good to have the connection when I pull this out, but that would be what the other one's for in the storage room. Get that out, hook it up, away we go. Definitely thinking about making another something on the end there, so that just it would be temporary, I suppose, so that I can put I connect it up there. Have to. That's where it has to connect in at the moment. But an auxiliary fitting maybe up there somewhere, so I can hook in a smaller pipe while it's hooked in there. It would be quite nice. So I can vacuum or suck that up. So, yeah. Okay, well that's it. That's a diary entry for today. Quite happy seeing that there. So easy. You don't know how. It's almost depressive, the fact that I always had trouble getting into that corner just because I had all crap there. But that the grinder is no longer there, and the other tools that were there, plus all the crap has been moved out, you can't appreciate just how good it feels when you just walk over, grab the thing that you went to get and go back and do the job. So, and no, all of those things aren't staying there. They're just placed there so I could get an appreciation for it. Don't know there. Got the brackets for them so I can put some more shelves in, but just playing it by ear, see what we want to do there. Rightio, that's it. Cup of tea. It's actually tea time, just about. So, yeah, might go buy something tonight. Egyptian kebab. How's that for an idea? Rightio, that's it. I'll see you later now. Bye.